welcome to another BookTube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren in the Books. Is that glare too much? Let's take my glasses off and I'll put them back on if I need to read anything. Hello, welcome to another BookTube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren in the Books. David is just very cutely giving Minnie a treat behind you. David said, oh God, she's so tangly at the moment, isn't she? Was that a bit that was in her mouth?
Yeah.
She's really got long hair and a bit, like when she grooms herself, it gets caught in her mouth. We have to like manually take it out of her mouth. Gorgeous. Anyway, that's not what this video is about, hair from Minnie's mouth. This video is it's the beginning of a new series, which I feel very excited about. Yesterday, I was in East London, so I don't know when this video will be going up. So I'm saying yesterday. Yesterday was Saturday the 14th of January. Might have been the 13th, yeah, because Saturday the 14th of January doesn't exist. Saturday the 13th of January, and I went to London with Lauren from the BookTube channel Reads and Daydreams. We had a little wander around East London and went to a number of really, really cool places. And one of the places we went to was a bookshop there called Gallery Library, or Library Gallery, around sort of Shoreditch way, and in there I bought this really cool thing called Lit Chat. It looks like a book, but I'll show you more in a minute, and it says here, conversation starters about books and lives, 100 questions by Book Riot. So this is Book Riot as in the people that do the podcast Book Riot, and I just feel like this is a really, really cool thing. So as you can see, they come like this. It looks like a little book. It's got like little pages and stuff, and in it, it has 100 cards, all with different book covers on, and they each have a question on the back. So I thought this would be really, really cool, a sort of discussion video. I absolutely, like, I can't think, like, this is amazing. I've flicked through some of these questions, and I'm just gonna pick one randomly, read it out, give you my answers, then I will write the question that we discuss in the info. And if anyone wants to write what their answers might be to the question, or any thoughts and feelings they've got on it, I would think that would be amazing. I just feel like it's a really great thing to discuss things that potentially you wouldn't always discuss on a BookTube channel, because sometimes when you do tags and stuff like that, like answers to questions are normally like one line. So I thought it'd be a really, really cool thing to do. It's going to be called Lit Chat, as the books are called. Would you mind putting my light on, please, David? I feel like it's getting a bit dark over here. Has that made much of a difference? Who knows? So yeah, so the way I'm going to pick them, as I said, I'm going to pick them randomly. So I'll take them all out here. David, would you please pick one of these? We'll get David's hand to come in and take them. I'm very aware that all of the front covers that are showing are red ones. Anyone? Anyone? Okay, thank you. I will have that. I'll put them all away. Oh, lovely. Thank you, my lovely glamorous assistant. I've picked Beloved, and it says here, I picked Beloved. This is the first one. David picked Beloved, and the question is, here's the impossible question, what's your favourite book? And the second question is, okay, fine, what's your favourite genre? So there it all is, and let's answer. So, I think my favourite book is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I love Harry Potter series. It has really attracted, I can't think of any other book that has changed me or influenced my life as much as Harry Potter is. Now, I'm not going to make every single bloody answer to these questions about this whole series about Harry Potter, but in this instance, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire is my favourite book. There's things in there that have, like, Harry Potter has created so many relationships for me. It has bolstered so many relationships for me. My relationship with my best friend Emma, we talk, every time we see one another, we'll talk about Harry Potter, or there'll be some sort of reference to Harry Potter. My dad and I love Harry Potter. We talk about Harry Potter all the time. And there's just people in there, like, when I was younger and reading about Harry Potter and realising that, like, from Hermione herself, just making me realise that it was cool to like books, and it was cool to be into academia and stuff like that. I wasn't always into academia, but like as a young kid, I was always really into reading, and I was sort of outside of like my reading life, it was seen as not cool to be reading. And I remember all the kids in the road that we used to live in growing up, they'd all be out playing on their bikes and stuff like that, and I'd just be sat in the garden reading, and I'd be sort of like sneered upon for doing that. And when Hermione came along, I was like, sure, it's cool to read and be into school and lessons and stuff. So that really helped. That really made me feel lovely as a child, and the whole magical world, like, it's just always been so special to me. And I can't think of any other book that means as much to me as Harry Potter, the whole series does, but Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire in particular, I feel like was a real turning point for the series. And there's things in there that happen that I was just so excited about, and I feel like it's the first book in the series where I had no idea what was going to happen. So the whole fact, and I mean there's going to be Harry Potter spoilers in there, but like the whole thing about Moody being Barty Crouch Jr. and things like that, I just didn't see any of that coming. And it's the first book that I remember like actively gasping and being completely shocked that these things were happening, and just being so invested in it. It's a real, I'd always loved reading, but being that invested in it, and I remember going and buying it from Asda, one of the supermarkets near me, and just going home and reading it and just sort of like absolutely ploughing through it and just having no interest in other things, because I was a teenager then when the fourth one came out, and there was things like MSN Messenger and texting and stuff. MySpace. And I remember for I don't know if MySpace was out then, and I remember just like not for a few days, it was just bringing me back to what I used to be like when I was just reading as a child, and just having no interest in anything else other than reading. So that was really lovely as well. So yeah, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire is my favourite book of all time. If I was going outside of Harry Potter,
Rebecca?
I would probably say Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. Thank you, David. That is a book that, for so many reasons, I really loved. Now, my Daphne du Maurier journey started with Jamaica Inn, and then I read Frenchman's Creek, and I loved both of those, and I gave both of those 5 stars. And I remember thinking going into Rebecca, oh, there's no way that I'm gonna love Rebecca as much as I've loved probably Jamaica Inn, because I really loved Jamaica Inn. I really liked Frenchman's Creek as well. I gave it 5 stars. I gave them 5 stars. Both gave them 5 stars. Gave them both 5 stars. Oh, I'm getting so excited. But I didn't think that anything would match up to Jamaica Inn in terms of like atmosphere and just absolutely transported me to these cold, blustery, where is it? Where's it set? Cornish moors. I knew it was moors. I didn't want to say moors until in case that sounded too Wuthering Heightsy. What are you doing down there, Minnie? You're just sharpening your nails on my lovely chair. I never thought anything would transport me as much as that would. But when I read Rebecca, from literally not even the first line, I've got it all here, so not even the first line, which is a particularly famous line, everyone knows the first line, but let me read the second line, and you just knew, I just knew that this was going to be special. So blah blah blah. Last night I went to Mandalay again, we all know that. It seemed to me as I stood by the iron gate leading to the drive, and for a while I could not enter, for the way was barred to me. There was a padlock and a chain upon the gate. I called in my dream to the lodgekeeper and had no answer, and peering closer through the rusted spokes of the gate, I saw that the lodge was uninhibited. And from that moment I was just locked in. And not to overuse the word atmospheric, but this is the most atmospheric and sensual, and again, look at Minnie, she's just stealing the show all the time. Just like twisty. There was a whole bit like, this book could have ended for me about 6 times before it actually ended, and there was no point where I was like not wanting more. Even when it ended I was like, I want more, I want more. I'm definitely going to reread this year. I read this in 2016. It was my favourite book of 2016, and it really has stuck with me, and I adore it, and I just feel like all the characters are just so perfectly crafted and wonderful, and yeah, to use it again, atmospheric. I don't feel like I'll ever read anything as atmospheric as this, and I want to reread it again, and I want to love it again, and I adore it. So yeah, if I'm not picking Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, which is up there, then I would pick Rebecca. And then the next part of that question is, okay fine, what's your favourite genre? So my favourite genre... Goblet of Fire. Goblet of Fire, yeah, what did I say?
You said Chamber of Secrets.
What am I saying? Chamber of Secrets is probably my least favourite. Not that...
Well, obviously not. Deep down.
Yeah, deep down. That was happening deep down. And yeah, so my favourite genre is probably, and this is very broad to say this, but like a lot of my books that I love come from the genre of literary fiction. I really like fiction that focuses on... I'm getting really tongue-tied today. I really like books that are beautifully written and also that focus on issues like social issues and things like that. So yeah, probably literary fiction. I'm also like into non-fiction. I do like non-fiction, but again, non-fiction is very broad, and it has to be like, I really like non-fiction about gender or non-fiction about food, but not like cookbooks and stuff. I really like things like, what book did I read that I really liked? The Edible Atlas, things like that. So yeah, probably literary fiction, but also non-fiction. No, the answer is, the question is, what's your favourite genre? The answer is literary fiction. So guys, if you guys would like to join the discussion with me and answer the questions, here's the impossible question: what's your favourite book? And then secondly, okay fine, what's your favourite genre? Then please write down below what your favourite book and your favourite genre is. It'd be lovely to have a chat. This is quite a good one to start with, really, isn't it?
We've got animals as my favourite genre.
You can't have animals as your favourite genre. We've got 99, ooh, dropped. We've got 99 more lit chats to have, so this is just episode 1 of 100. So looking forward to hearing more what you guys have had to say about your favourite books and your favourite genres, and I will see you all again soon for another BookTube video.